It's quite interesting to consider how modern lifestyles, often characterized by constant convenience and comfort, like readily available food, a typical Western diet, shallow breathing, and a lack of movement, can actually work against our long term health and resilience, potentially leading to chronic diseases and obesity. I wanted to share some thoughts on the concept of hormetic stress, which, on the other hand, involves intentionally exposing ourselves to short term, low doses of physical, emotional, or chemical stressors. This controlled exposure is enough to challenge our bodies and minds in a way that triggers beneficial adaptations. Think of it as stimulating our systems to become more resilient and better equipped to handle future stressors, leading to a quicker recovery. By experiencing these periodic challenges, we build a greater capacity to respond to future difficulties with improved resistance and a faster bounce back. Ultimately, hormetic stress can lead to accelerated recovery, enhanced resilience, and increased rejuvenation. Some examples of hormetic stressors include temperature extremes like hot and cold therapy, such as a sauna or cold plunging, intermittent high oxygen states, as in Wim Hof breathing techniques, high intensity interval training, cycling through different dietary approaches, and intermittent fasting. How are these periodic low dose exposures to naturally occurring environmental stressors beneficial for both our physical and mental health? In healthy, short bursts of hormetic stress, cortisol acts as a powerful anti inflammatory and provides protection against physiological, emotional, or chemical stressors and makes us more resilient to future stressors. Stressors can either accumulate and become chronic and unhealthy, or conversely, short bursts of induced stress can counteract other stressors. For instance, consider someone who experiences emotional stress due to a difficult day at work. If then they choose to cope by eating unhealthy comfort food and then complain about work and coworkers, these stressors have a cumulative negative impact. Alternatively, the same person who had a stressful workday could engage in positive coping mechanisms. Opting for a walk or a gym session followed by a sauna or cold shower could help counteract the initial emotional stress. Our health is deeply connected to our ability to adapt to change, and hormesis is about strategically using healthy stressors to tap into those adaptive benefits. The key is moderation. Overdoing these protocols can negate the positive effects. The potential benefits of embracing hormetic protocols are significant, including improved immunity, better restorative and deep sleep, increased heart rate variability, reduced inflammation, and greater physical stamina with improved energy levels and fat loss. On a slightly different but related note, I've also found it helpful to consider the connection between stress and our mental state, specifically creativity and curiosity. It's nearly impossible to be creative when feeling anxious, and similarly, curiosity often takes a back seat when we're in a fear driven state. Instead of reacting to triggers with fear, anxiety, or anger, consider cultivating curiosity about why a particular thing, person, or event triggers you. Engaging in creative activities in various forms can also be a great way to lessen feelings of anxiety. The great thing is that many of these methods for managing chronic stress can be integrated, and some can even be done simultaneously. For instance, a walk in nature, listening to binaural beats, or combining 478 breathing with a 20-minute infrared sauna session. Instead of defaulting to less helpful coping mechanisms after a stressful day like reaching for comfort food and then feeling unwell, we could consider alternatives like a brisk walk, a gym session, or therapeutic breathing techniques. There are so many accessible resources for learning about these protocols, such as free Wim Hof breathing and HIIT class videos on YouTube, as well as resources on practices like forgiveness. These are all tools that have personally helped me and that I practice regularly without any cost.